What up, guys? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Let's see. Get rid of all that. Might be some background noise. It's really hot, so I try to avoid the background noise if possible. But it's pretty hot out, so that's why I can't go live as much anymore. It's like the hottest part of the year is like in here. It's like August, right? I think that's probably the same for most people, at least in the north, right? So that's why I haven't been going live as much because it's just too hot. And last night I was about to go live and then Angel started one, so I just chose not to. I didn't want to go live at the same time as him. But what's up, everybody? Give me one sec. Make sure my headphones are on. Cheese, Arn, Hugo's in here. What's up, everyone? You may or may not have seen me on that other live. Full sun, dude. It rained earlier, so not only is it hot, it's like all like thick and like muggy, you know. I might have to wipe sweat from my forehead throughout the live. We'll see. Hopefully, I don't have to, but we'll see. Just got home. Good for you, man. Your regularly scheduled programming. Semi-regularly. Semi-consistent. Satellites wouldn't be a thing. They wouldn't use real inertial reference frames and assume the Earth to be non-accelerating and non-rotating. That's weird. Thought that's how they worked. Oh well. We might end up talking about that other live that I was on later. Program me, yeah. MK Ultra. Orbit is how they work. Yeah, real inertial reference frames are a requirement for that. I'm glad you're keeping up, Shane. Good job. Good job, bro. Just say the only word that you know in relation to mechanics of a satellite, and just hope that that's good enough. Like, that's gonna scare me. Real profound, brother. Riveting dialogue that we're having. Absolutely incredible. Only caught the end of the live from earlier. That dude, he seems cool. He just like, you guys know Globernaut, like the anti-flat earther? Like, that dude was in there and he's like, yo, I'll give you 5 galaxies if you drop Solly. And I was like, dude, don't do that. A galaxy's like $2. Like, we make like between 2 and, you wouldn't even probably make $3 off a galaxy. You make like $2 to $3 off a galaxy, but it's usually closer to 2. And I was like, don't do that. Like, you know what I mean? And he did it. Like, he sold out for 5 galaxies. Like, sold me out, threw me off. But he doesn't know who these people are, so he's looking at it as like, you know, whatever. But I don't know. We might have to talk about that a little later. We'll see how the live goes. I tried to like level with him a little bit and like be like, hey man, you can't trust these people. Like, they're like known liars, you know. He's too new. He doesn't understand. Yeah, I tried to like, I could have done better, like, you know, but I tried. Why'd I kick you from the last live? The same reason I'm kicking you from this one. Everyone left his live. Newton had your back after. I love Newton. I love him, bro. I felt bad because Newton wanted to come up, but like, so did everybody else. I didn't want it to get too congested. And then that whole thing with like Tron and Dirt Cousin happened, and that made us look bad, I think, honestly. That's why you don't associate with antis, bro. They're literally just trying to tear the community apart. They have so much lie and steal from you, like the Globers claim I do. Yeah, they claim that, but there's no evidence of that. It's weird though. It's weird that you gotta like make stuff up about people to make them look bad. I think that's a very strange thing. How do I even address that? Like, what am I even addressing? Have you guys ever been accused of stealing something that you didn't steal, or lying about something that you didn't lie about? Like, there's no way for you to prove your innocence, you know? So it kind of like, it works against you in all the ways possible. It really sucks, but you just typically don't address it. What's up, Clear?
How does the weather work on a flat Earth?
The weather, it's dynamic, right? So it would be in relation to the sun's position.
That's not how the weather works. Like, it works through wind. Like, how would it work on a flat Earth?
Okay, but like when I say dynamics, like, do you not understand what I meant by that?
It's constantly changing.
Yeah, which like high pressure seeks low pressure. That's what wind is, right? He had to Google what causes wind after he invoked it. That's adorable. Um, do you want to come back into the application so that we can continue? Or oh, you ran away. That was brilliant. I think he realized he just shot himself in both feet. Like that was really bad for you, brother. That was not good. That was not good. I appreciate all the shares and everything, guys. Try to get the likes up to like 5, 10K if we can. Um, I don't know. I'm just gonna go top to bottom because I don't like the way these people look.
Hello?
Nope. Fun fact. Yeah, black holes cause wind. Yeah, maybe. It's more believable than a lot of the stuff they say, to be honest. Probably thinks that wind causes the Earth rotation, or vice versa. I think that was his argument. Like, if the Earth's not moving, then how would there be wind? I think he forgot that sometimes wind moves in different directions. With like a moving Earth, if that was the cause for it, the wind would be uniform. You know, black holes cause wind. Yeah, it's a steel man of your guys' argument. Sun and moon are local, more local than we've been told. Yeah, it's the Coriolis effect. The wind would move uniformly if that was the case, brother. You can't have the causal mechanism for wind moving in one direction and then claim that wind is also omnidirectional. Explain wind that goes north to south. It's so easy to dissolve you guys' ridiculous argument. What happened with Havoc? We might have to talk about that later. I don't know. We'll see. I tried to get him like up to speed. It's hard when new people come into the community. They have no idea who's who. Like they don't know who I am. They don't know who Tron is. They don't know who the anti-flat earthers are. Like they don't know anything. So you got to kind of be gentle, but at the same time you have to like politely inform them that this is where we're at, right? Like this is just crazy, but it's hard. He was a joke. Well, I will say this: he was not faring very well before I went up there. Like he started like getting all angry with me. It's like, brother, I mean, I didn't come up here to help you so that like you would like support me or anything like that. I just genuinely tried to help you. You know what I mean? Like probably shouldn't be mean to me. Like I didn't do anything. Trying to like live drop to 20. I noticed, and that's exactly what I said would happen. And I wasn't just, people always take that as if I'm only talking about myself. I was like, no, even if Stage leaves, if Tron leaves, if I leave, dude, you're going right back down to like 10, 20 viewers. Like that's just a guarantee. Like it's just that's just the way it is, you know? It's not even a flex, it's just reality, you know? I don't know. It's hard to have a conversation when people are so like, he's a fish out of water, you know? He has no idea what he's doing. It's fine. Jacob,
What's up, man? How are you?
your audio is a little it's not the greatest, but I think we can work with it. So what's up, bro? You believe there's a
Oh,
sphere?
sorry, man. Yeah,
No, it's okay.
I do. And my question, I guess, would be like, how many people do you think are in conclusion, or how many people would have to be in conclusion? And how has
Conclusion.
none of them made the mistake of accidentally proving it's like not a spear?
What what would you expect to happen?
Like
Um
amateur astrologists, scientists, private companies that
I
launch
think
satellites.
you're conflating not to be disrespectful, but you mean astronomy, not astrology. Astrology is like I'm a
Yeah,
Gemini
sorry,
or
sorry,
whatever.
sorry,
Like
sorry.
that's fine. I'm reading a book right now about from this guy that was studying redshift in quasars in relation to how close they were to galaxies. He admitted that they even tried to take his telescope time away just for pointing out that the observations didn't align with the predictions. They took his telescope time away, which they can do. You have to apply for telescope time. So it's
Have you
interesting, like
considered
the way
doing
that
your
like
own?
well, see, that's like that. Do you have anything to say about what I just said? It kind of answers your question, right? Like, if there were people to make discoveries that go against the current narrative, they kind of get silenced. You don't remember what
Well,
happened
no,
in
no, no. I'm
2020
not
when all
speaking
the
about. But the way that you
oh
answered was like as if you're answering it from a book that you're. I'm saying out of all these private companies, all these amateur astrology, or sorry,
would
yeah,
you would you
how
not
has
consider
none of them
Caltech to be
accidentally made the mistake of proving that it's not a spear?
What I'm actually telling you would be considered an accidental discovery. Were you not familiar with what I was saying? Like, I'm reading a book right now by a guy who is at Caltech making observations through a telescope. And when he made observations that refuted the current narrative, they took his telescope time away. And he had to write a book about it because he couldn't even get papers published. Like, it's called censorship, brother. It happens, unfortunately. And if people are censored, you're very unlikely to hear from them because you won't get publishing. So it's like,
So it's
it's
just
almost
one
like the
person,
Manhattan
though,
Project.
is what you're saying?
No, Robert Sungenis, Robert Bennett, there's James Damio, YP Varshney. Like, there's so many. I just named like 4 or 5 right off the top of my head. But you're not familiar with these people because they're not in the mainstream. You're expecting like Neil deGrasse Tyson to, like, I don't know, tell you that the Earth's flat. I mean, what are you expecting?
No, just accidentally
I don't
make a
understand.
mistake.
It's a what would accidentally prove that the Earth was a globe or a flat rather?
I mean, wouldn't
You
there
don't
have to
even
be so many
like
people who conclude?
what would somebody theoretically have to do in order to accidentally prove that the Earth was flat? You tell me.
I just don't. I don't understand why anyone would lie to you about it. Only because what's to
Oh, no.
gain?
That's not. See, like, that's like you asked me a question that you haven't even thought of probable answers for, right? Like, you asked me a question like, well, how come nobody's accidentally discovered that the Earth was flat? What would what would count as an accidental discovery that would prove that the Earth was flat in your mind? Like, how would you answer your own question?
Like, how would they accidentally prove it?
Yeah,
Like,
answer your own question. Play devil's
okay,
advocate.
okay. So we fly up along patterns that make sense via the Earth's curvature. How has nobody
Yeah.
accidentally released a flight pattern that doesn't represent that?
It's all the flight patterns are mapped out on a globe, but it's just a latitude and longitude system that's attributed through like WGS 84 to a sphere model. That's it. What we should talk about, what would be much more compelling, is the amount of pilots that have actually come out and said that they believe the Earth to be flat because there's no physical correction made for the actual curvature of the Earth. What you're talking about is cartoons, and I'm not being disrespectful, I'm just being blunt. Like, you have a little cartoon airplane with a little cartoon trail flying over a little cartoon globe. Yeah, that's not evidence or lack of evidence of anything. What we could talk about is like mechanics and the instruments that they actually use, like the attitude indicator, gyroscopes, artificial horizons, things like that. Like, prove that they aren't actually adjusting for curvature of the Earth while they fly. The path of which they take becomes very irrelevant when you do that.
Well, wouldn't the path make more? Would it if somebody flew straight? Would it not be much faster than somebody that did not fly
Straight,
straight?
straight relative to what? Why would you fly straight?
If it's flat, why would you go above? Why would you increase longitude?
Above what?
What
So
do you
if it
mean?
was flat, we would never go north.
Why
That's your
would you
claim?
deviate north?
If you were trying to fly from like Mexico to
East to
Canada, you wouldn't
west.
fly north.
Like if you were just going east to
So
west.
now we're getting into like the part where you have to move the goalpost within your own foundation of your argument, right?
Okay,
Like,
you
to
pick
make it
the
fit your.
locations.
It's irrelevant. The locations are irrelevant. The
Exactly.
engineering of
Yeah.
the aircraft proves no. The engineering and the instruments used during flight prove that the Earth isn't curving, or do you not grasp that?
I th- okay. I definitely grasp that. I think that you don't
Can you
grasp it.
steelman it?
That's the
Can you
whole debate
steelman it?
here.
Can you steelman
Yeah.
it
So
back
if
to
you
me?
if yeah, so like if you flew from South California to
No,
South Florida,
that's not a steelman of what I said. Thank you. Nice try, though. I said the
huh?
instruments
I feel
and
like
the
you don't want to
engineering
debate
of
this
the.
because you know that you're wrong on this.
That's a cool opinion. The
What does the
instruments
instruments
and
have
the
to do with anything?
engineering. Well, I tried to get you to steelman
Sure.
it so you'd know if you were able to do that, right? The instruments and the engineering of aircraft themselves prove that they aren't flying over a ball. Does that make sense to you? Or
I'm
not?
waiting for
Probably
you to
not,
tell me
right?
how that proves that.
You have a gyroscope that maintains rigidity in space. It shows no correction for curvature of Earth. This is where you tap
Like, are
out?
you referring from
Tapping
the
out?
two? Sorry, no, I'm talking. You're referring to the
Okay.
2% degree? I'm not sure what you're.
2% degree? 2% degree. What kind of math is that? No, it's 2-degree positive
I keep
pitch up
forgetting.
on average, right? 2% degree isn't a real thing in math. That's not a real thing. 2 degrees pitch up, 2 to 5, yeah, but that's not what I'm referring to. No,
I feel
they
like
fly level. You can do it.
off
I
subject.
believe in you.
The question is
What?
just simply. I'm sorry, we keep getting off subject and going into more and
No, no.
rabbit
This is
hole. And
this is the concrete.
the question
This is
is
what you
very
don't understand.
simple.
Yeah, I know it is. Because it's your simple-mindedness that's asking me it, right? Your inability to comprehend things that are higher than your level of intelligence or understanding. Yeah, I get it. I'm asking you to step up a little bit,
I
bro.
just wonder if you feel like if you say that, it makes your argument more right. I don't understand.
No, not at
Okay,
all. But
so
demonstrating it does.
with that,
Demonstrating it
yeah,
does.
absolutely. So demonstrate it. So
Yeah,
if you were
I did.
if you
I
were to
asked you to
fly,
steelman my. Okay, all right. No, no, no. I did steelman my argument.
you're just okay. If I was going to steal man your argument, you're just flat wrong, and you refuse to even. It's like
Nope,
you're
that's. I
saying I
never
should
said
be
I was
more open
flat wrong.
minded, but you're not at all.
If you could, okay. If do you know what a steelman is?
Look, I don't want to keep going down rabbit holes. I
It's
just
okay,
want
bro.
like a
Just
simple,
I need you. I need you to. Okay,
calm
we're
conversation.
gonna. We were having one, and then you kind of got emotional when you couldn't steelman my position, and then you didn't know what a steelman was. I'm gonna teach you something, right? Like this is fun, right? A steelman is just your best representation of my argument. That's it. Like I could represent your argument. You think because we put cartoons of airplanes over cartoons of globes, that means that the Earth is a ball. And I'm saying, well, no, because the engineering of the aircraft supersedes any cartoon that we could draw in a computer simulation, because it works in reality, right? So when I ask you to steelman my argument, and you're unable to do that, or really not even capable of admitting that you don't even know what a steelman is, that's just demonstrating bad faith, brother.
Yeah, I'm not sure what a stillman is. I just assume it's a
I
rebuttal.
just told you.
But
I just told you. What did I
yeah,
say
I
it
got you
was?
now. I got you now. I apologize.
Okay. Why
But
didn't you just admit
and I'm
it?
sorry that we keep getting off track. I did.
We're
I'm saying I
not.
had no idea what you're talking about.
All right. Now that I've done
Okay.
that, right? Can you
Yeah.
steelman my position? Thanks, Nitty.
I don't think I can. I'm just saying.
Even though
I
I've
don't
said it like
know.
4 different
Bro, can
times,
we just
4
get back
different
on
ways with
subject? Get
4.
back on task.
We are. I don't know why you think we're not. Even though I've said it 4 different
I
ways,
mean,
4
you're
different
onto a
times with.
gyroscope from a.
Yeah, that's right. We're talking about gyroscopes because we're talking about flight. They use gyroscopes in flight, Jacob. That's why we're doing it. So I've steelmanned my own argument like 4 different times, 4 different ways with 4 different levels of specificity. You can't do it once. So why am I expected to believe that on the 5th attempt of me repeating myself, you'll be able to repeat it back to me in the form of a steelman? Am I expected to believe that, bro?
Bro, I completely understand, but how are you getting off track here? Is the question is very simple. How does the gyroscope have anything to do with your speed of travel?
We're not talking about speed. That was
That's my
never an
that was
object
my
in question. We're
question, and
talking
now we're
about.
into a gyroscope.
No, you were talking about flight paths, about flying directionally. You
Why
were
would
the
it
one that
make
said, "What if we just flew
by
east?"
no, I said right.
That was
But
what you said.
backtracking prior to that, because of what you said,
Uh huh.
yes, that is what I said. But tracking back
I know. I was
before
there.
that, the question was
See
why
how I'm
would you
able to
take a different
steelman your
flight
argument,
pattern?
Jacob? Do you see how I'm able to steelman your position in real time? Like I can just repeat back words that you actually said that you don't even remember saying. Like, wow, it's almost like I'm paying attention to the dialogue that I'm
I feel like
participating
you're
in.
just trying to twist it
Crazy.
up instead of just having an argument about the question.
Twist your words
The
that you
whole
said
original
specifically
question,
verbatim.
but what did you say prior to that? Why did it get twisted to that?
Your
Why did we go down
argument
that rabbit
was,
hole?
yeah, your argument was about flight
The speed from
paths,
point A to
right?
point B. Why would the path be different?
Speed is a non sequitur. If I drive down one road at 100 miles an hour from point A to point B, and I drive down the same road at 5 miles an hour from point A to point B, I still get to the same destination and I still take the same path. So that's a completely irrelevant, like non sequitur thing that you're kind of post hoc rationalizing into this conversation that you're not participating in while you're having it simultaneously. It's weird. But what I'm saying is you
It's
brought up
weird that
flight
you're doing all
paths.
that extra as quickly as
It's attacking your argument with specificity. I know it's a strange thing to do in a debate. Strange. I don't know why I would ever do such a thing. I'm going to continue doing it though. What your argument was flight paths. And I said, well, flight paths are just arbitrary, right? Technically speaking, you can fly in any path. You can do a loop to loop. You can go around in a figure eight and still get to your location provided you don't run out of fuel, right? That wouldn't actually matter. What I'm talking about is mechanics of flight, instruments used like a gyroscope. Right? So then when you respond with, why are we talking about gyroscopes? Why does that matter? It shows me that you're not paying attention in the very same conversation that you're participating in. It's pathetic. This is sad, Jacob. So are you caught up to speed now? Do you understand?
absolutely. Why are you caught up on a gyroscope instead of just let's just talk about it?
Okay. Literally just addressed that. Like I actually just addressed how we got to a gyroscope with like such a distinct level of specificity that only an idiot, sorry Jacob, could refute that. I literally traced the whole conversation back from start to finish and got us all the way back to why I brought up gyroscopes in the first place. And you're like, why are we talking about gyroscopes? Bro, pay attention to the conversation that you're actually having. Learn how to steelman your opponent. Maybe one day you'll be able to prove the earth is curving. Globers are so dumb. It's the cocky, arrogant, like, it's sad, bro. I don't understand it. I really don't. And I'm not too curious about, or I'm not too, oh, this guy was the guy that was on that other live. No wonder he's a Glober. It pays zero attention to anything ever. That's so sad.
What's up?
Bro, welcome back. Well, welcome to my live.
Oh, you remember me, huh?
How could I forget? It was only an hour or two ago.
Oh, okay. Um, so where do we leave off?
I
I
don't
think you were trying to prove.
remember
I
the
was. I
details,
think you were
bro. I
trying to
think you were
prove
trying
that
to
the
prove that
Earth
the
is
Earth.
flat but has no edge.
No, I didn't make that claim. I think you were trying to prove that the Earth defies known laws of physics, natural law, if I'm not mistaken.
Wait, so you say there is an edge?
I don't claim that, no.
So the Earth is flat but there's no edge?
Is the universe flat?
I'm asking you. The Earth is flat but has no
I'm just
edge.
saying. I already
Really?
answered the question. I don't claim that. But now that I've answered that, does the universe have an edge and is it flat?
The universe is expanding.
That didn't answer my question. I feel like I asked you a yes or no question, actually. Is it expanding? Or, I'm sorry, is it flat? Is the universe flat?
Nope. You know what I said? Three dimension.
Actually, it is. Actually, it is. It's measured way more flat than it should be. If it came from an infinite level of expanse moving at 4 times the speed of light, coming from a singularity that somehow also
It's
isn't the
expanding
same center
everywhere, not
point.
linearly. By flat, you mean
No,
linear?
it expands. Look up the flatness problem. It expands much more horizontally than it does vertically, objectively, measurably. So, like, I'm just showing you, bro. Like, you make claims and then you get proven wrong. That's why I don't make claims like that. Does that make sense? Like, I don't claim an edge because I haven't
don't
been
feel
there.
like
I
I'm
can't
proven
test
wrong,
that. I
though.
can't. You never looked into it. You will be though if you choose to. If you look up the flatness problem and you decide to like investigate your own model to a certain level of understanding and question what you've been told your whole life, you'll prove yourself wrong eventually. It's not really my job to like do that for you though. Like what I'm trying to figure out is, do we have evidence of any of these claims? Do we have evidence of an infinitely expanding universe, or is that just post hoc rationalization based on the amount of redshift distribution in the cosmic microwave background? Like I don't know. That's what it seems like to me. But if you have evidence that the universe is infinitely expanding and it's not just some form of like band-aid that we're trying to put onto this model that keeps falling apart on the cosmic scale, I would really love to see some like concrete evidence of an expansion.
I will love to show you that whenever you show me a picture of what the Earth looks like to you.
Can't do that, but that's called shifting the burden of proof.
Well, you want me to
Weird
prove
that you had to
something,
do
but
that. So you
cannot prove
have
something.
so you have evidence that the Earth is or the universe is expanding, but you dog ate it.
Well, you have evidence that the Earth is flat, but you don't want to show it.
So can you just admit that you don't have evidence that the universe is expanding?
I'll do that when you admit the same your claim.
I don't have
you show me
evidence. I don't have evidence that the universe
Okay,
is
I can
expanding.
show you a
don't make that
picture
claim.
of the Earth being a globe, but can you show me a picture of the Earth being flat?
Do you think a picture proves infinite expansion, moving at 4 times the speed of light without
I'm
an
asking
energetic
you,
antecedent?
since you said the Earth is not a globe, but you have not actual
It's not.
picture or proof of how the Earth is shaped.
Why would a picture prove it?
Why not?
Well, okay. Do you answer all questions with questions? You're doing this like childish, deflective rhetoric thing. I'm not a big fan of that. Like, if I ask you another question and you don't answer it with an answer, I'm probably just gonna move on, bro. You're being a bit of a bitch. Like, you're actually being a bitch. So, do you have evidence that the universe is expanding at 4 times the speed of light with no necessary antecedent? Do you have evidence that the Earth is curving, in motion, orbiting the sun? Any of these things? Any of these things? You came
Yeah.
here, bro.
Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci.
Please provide. Leonardo da Vinci. Wow, that's a new one. Let's see where this goes.
My bad, not Leonardo da Vinci. Was it Galileo Galilei?
Yeah, that was not the same thing at all. Actually, different time frames entirely. One of them was like a painter.
Yeah, I said. I said my
you
bad.
shit the bed.
It wasn't Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah,
it
that was some serious bed shittage. I hope you have a fun time cleaning that up. What did Galileo do?
He proved exactly what you're saying is false.
He proved infinite expansion of the universe at 4 times the speed of light.
proved
Wow.
it-
How did he?
There's a
How did he
solar
do that?
system.
No. How did he prove it?
Mm,
Weird. I don't remember learning that.
oh, you don't know who Galileo Galilei is?
Yeah, I remember Galileo. I don't remember him
Okay.
proving that the universe was expanding into nothing, from nothing. Weird.
Look it up.
Is this... Look it up. Pretty sure I get a big fat 0 results. Google would actually ask me what the fuck I'm talking about if I Googled that. Regardless, what did Galileo do in defense of your position?
He made experiments to prove this.
What did he do?
Didn't he discover Jupiter? Didn't he discover how
You tell me. I think the planet you're thinking of is Saturn. I think he noticed that Saturn was there. Yeah, you can observe lights in the sky. I know. I've done that too. I saw Venus a couple times. The other night, actually, like a week or 2 ago. I
Okay.
saw Venus. Crazy stuff. Doesn't prove that we're orbiting the sun, though.
So you think that the Earth is the center, and then all the other planets in the sun are orbiting the Earth?
All observations and experiments throughout the history of time have proven that the Earth is the center.
Oh.
Your model does like this thing. Yeah, your model does this thing called post hoc rationalization, where they notice something that doesn't make sense within a heliocentric paradigm, and then they have to create a fictitious narrative for how it actually gives the illusion of looking like it's in the center, but it's actually orbiting the sun. That is just a repeat thing that keeps happening. It's a pattern. You might not have pattern recognition, but it's there if you ever learn how to do that.
And of course, it will benefit
So
us to do
on
all
your
this, right?
on your troll account with, let me see, 6 followers, is this going as well as you had expected it to go?
Well, you're saying I'm a troll? I'm having a conversation with you right now.
I'm just asking, like on
Like, if
this
I wanted
brand
to
new
troll,
account that
I've
you had
already
to
done
make.
something that a troll does.
That's weird. I thought I was talking. On this brand new account that you had to make specifically to come here and have a conversation with me, is this conversation going as well as you thought it would?
First of all, I'm not a troll. I'm having a conversation with you.
Not
Like,
what I asked you.
what do you
Is
define-
this
what do you define a troll?
conversation and going as not what
What
I
do you
asked
define
you?
as a
Is this
troll?
conversation? That's not what I asked you. Is this conversation going as well as you thought it would? I'm trying to figure out if you can be honest.
Well, I had no expectations,
think
so I will say I'm not mad about it. I mean, we're having a discussion of you having your point, I have my point. I mean, what you mean?
You have no points. You confused Galileo with Leonardo da Vinci, bro.
So
You have no points.
So I
Yeah, that
can't make
was not
mistakes.
good. Like, I don't
If I
think
make a
anybody's
mistake,
ever done that.
oh, so you never
It's,
made a
I don't know. I'm
mistake
just saying.
claiming a
Like,
source that you actually forgot or said something else? Like you actually never
I don't think
misspoken in
anybody's
your
ever
entire life?
conflated. Are you okay? I don't think anybody's ever conflated Da Vinci with Galileo, but I'm just asking, like, is this going as well as you thought it would? Like, does it seem that I'm the big dumb flat earther that you expected me to be?
I mean, considering I'm gonna still live my life, and I guess so.
You think I'm dumb? Okay. Well, I think you're dumb too. So we'll just move on. We'll move on, bro. I cooked him on that other dude's live, bro. He's about to cry. Lux,
It's called having scientists go in space.
that would be something you'd have to provide evidence of, young man. Maybe one day you'll figure that out. What did he say? I don't know. Leonardo is evidence to prove globe. Yeah, he said Leonardo da Vinci, and then he realized that that was like not correct at all and couldn't be farther from what he meant to say. And then he corrected himself and said Galileo, which, like, honestly, I wouldn't even have been able to like extrapolate that. Like, I wouldn't have been able to. You blocked him? I could have kind of kept him around, but I get it. I don't blame you for blocking him. I cooked him on that other dude's live. So, I mean, once you do this with like somebody one time, especially when you've had to like, they probably have already been here and been cooked, or you know what I mean. That's probably why you're on a backup.
Hello, man. I'm from Quebec, Canada. What do you have to say?
We're gonna have to restart the conversation if you want to participate in it. We're gonna have to like not do any of whatever that was. Please, I'd appreciate that. Certain level of decorum, maturity, certainly helps with the dialogue. No? Incapable? Didn't think so. That's fine. Wrong goal, buddy? What's the right goal? My goal is to put truth out, and people can take it or leave it. I used to compare it to like if I sat a TV outside of my house and I was like put a free sign on it, and I was like, here, first come, first serve. You either walk past it and pick it up, or you walk past it and you leave it there. It's up to you. It's free information, bro. That's it. That's all it is.
Yo,
Age?
yo, what's up? I'm 23. I turned 23 today, actually.
That's amazing, dude. Did you bring me globe evidence for your birthday?
What evidence? Ah, okay, yeah, sorry. My question for you is, do you believe that the Earth is just purely a flat plane? So, like a disc?
That's a weird way to bring up evidence of the globe.
No, I want to like set the tone. I want to know what you believe so I can talk about what I believe.
Yeah, I already asked you though. Do you
Is this just like a
have
purely
evidence?
plane disc?
Go ahead.
Yes, the hundreds of thousands of videos, pictures from space, thousands of satellites, the Artemis missions, the Apollo missions, for example, stuff like that. The fact that we've been to the moon, we've seen the other side of the moon.
Slow down, bro. All of your evidence is, and I quote, "I saw it on TV." That's it. That's the entirety of your argument. All the stuff you just named.
Okay, how
all
about
of
the
it,
fact?
not a single
How
thing.
about the fact that flat?
Huh?
Okay, how about the fact that flat earthers spent thousands of dollars buying cameras, those things that like measure how flat stuff is that construction workers use, cut holes in them
Theodolite?
to see. Yeah, what?
It's called a theodolite. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, English is not my first language, man. Yeah, English is not my first language. I apologize if some things I say are not exactly correct.
Maybe you should
How about
bring
the
up
fact that they
things that you
bought
have
that
some more.
conducted?
Well, again, where did you see this on TV? Like, maybe you should bring up some stuff that's
No,
more like. Did you bring it up for? Did you bring enough for the whole class? Did you bring enough globe evidence for us all? Because not everybody's going to be convinced by what we saw in a YouTube video, bro.
So then, why would people be convinced that it's a flat plane? Have you ever
'Cause it's
seen an actual
measurable.
picture of the flat Earth?
Again, with the pictures, you really
how
just
about-
think TV is your. All right,
Okay,
you
so
asked
how
me a
about when you
question.
go into
I
a
would love.
plane?
You
go
asked
into
me
a
a
plane,
question,
right?
Sir. You asked me a question. I would love the opportunity to answer it. If you don't
Please go
mind.
ahead.
Okay. The Earth is objectively measured flat. Okay. We do this thing called plane surveying using theodolites, where we measure the Earth flat. We disregard curvature of the Earth, and we take those measurements. We use them to build infrastructure. We build buildings. We build bridges. We build pipelines. We build railroad systems with no physical corrections or mathematical corrections compensating for Earth's curvature. Therefore, logically and mathematically, the Earth cannot be a sphere. Do you see how I like stated my case with specificity, and you were just like, "Yo, I saw it on TV." Like, it just.
And
what
the
am I
reason
doing
for
here,
that,
bro?
the reason they
reason
don't
for
account for
what?
the Earth's curvature is because it's insignificant. It's insignificant when you're making a building,
At
for
what
example,
distance?
because the Earth
How
is
much
so
should the
big. It is about 40,000. The Earth
How much
has a
should the Earth
40,000
curve at
kilometer
100?
diameter,
Okay,
right? It is huge.
Jano, you're repeating a script, bro. Shut up. How much should the Earth curve at 100 miles, Jano?
I don't fucking
From
know the
point
exact
A.
number.
Oh, so it's not very insignificant because you don't even know it. That's weird. Is that why it's insignificant? Because it's outside of your realm of understanding? That makes sense. No, actually, it's pretty significant. It's like
You brought up
6,666 feet. Oh,
construction.
no, see, right when I got to the math, you were like, "No, gotta talk," because I can't let him get me wrong. That makes no sense, right? 6,666 feet at 100 miles. So if we build a pipeline or a gas line that's 100 miles long, and it has to negate over 6,000 feet, which is well over a mile, of curvature going downward in all directions, how can we just handwave dismiss that? Is that still insignificant? Mathematically?
You brought up a
No,
building.
answer
A
my
building is
question.
not
I
100 miles wide,
I
my
said
guy.
buildings, bridges, pipelines, tunnels, and railroad systems. I said 5 things. And you only heard one of them because that's the only thing you could think of. I don't know. I don't know why you only heard that. Like cherry picked it. It's weird. Regardless, I said multiple things. So if I say we build a gas line that is 100 miles long and it would have to negate over a mile of curvature of Earth, but we don't take that curvature of Earth into the math in the process, how does that work? Is that still insignificant? That was my question to you. Could that still be considered insignificant, do you think?
Yes, because the Earth's size,
All right,
it
you
doesn't
lack the
matter how
ability
fucking
to.
big it is, man.
Doesn't matter how much the Earth curves. It's all insignificant. Even though it all forms into a ball, 24,000 miles in circumference, it's all insignificant because I say so. Even though I don't know the curvature rate anyway, probably didn't know how big the circumference was, probably didn't know how big the radius was, probably don't know how to do the Pythagorean theorem, probably couldn't figure this out if somebody walked me through it and held my hand, but it's insignificant because I choose to disregard it and be willfully ignorant. Does that sound like a steel man of your position, bro? It's pathetic. Do better. What a sad human being. This guy, it says this dude was a recent guest. We're gonna try this. Appreciate the claps. Appreciate all the gifts, guys. 1.6, that would equate to about the same level. You can break it into degrees if you want to. 1 degree per 69 arc miles. You can do that if you want to, but it's still 8 inches per mile squared. And this dummy says, look at a sailboat in the ocean. Is a sailboat curving over a mile if it sails 100 miles away from you? Is it curving down and away from you 100 miles? Or over a mile, rather? Oh, these people are dum-dums, bro. Just whatever dogma you can regurgitate in the midst of this conversation, that's good enough, right? Just gotta get the regurgitated dogma filth out. I'm waiting.
Hello.
I don't think this guy's here.
No, I'm here.
All right. Oh, well,
You know
shit
that
the
we
bed, bro.
dropped an eighth.
And your
We
connection
dropped
sucks.
8 inches.
Nikon Coolpix P900. That could work if people didn't just post hoc rationalize with refraction. Just gonna claim refraction. Dropped. Yeah, I did drop because I had a feeling he wasn't gonna say anything, but then he did, like, at the very last second, like, right as I pressed the button. Super fan box, top left corner. What is that? What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I've never seen that before. Dude, you always do the craziest stuff, Evening Star. You have the craziest gifts and stuff. I love you guys. Why did I reject your request? Look at you. It's about to unlock in 2 minutes. Yeah, countdown. Countdown 2 minutes, guys. And then we'll figure it out. We'll all learn together. Their fans have to be the first to click on it, and then they all become a super fan. Well, that's interesting. I don't have fans.
What's up?
I love you guys. Hey, Italian.
What's up?
Hey, man. Do you believe the Earth is a sphere?
The Earth is flat.
Okay. Well, that's not what we're looking for, bro. We're not looking for people that already know it's not a water ball. That doesn't help the conversation. Fan equals family? Yeah, basically. I just don't like that word. It's too, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, God, there's a word that I'm thinking of. It's cliche, but there's something else. It's like, it's gonna drive me nuts. It's just gimmicky. It's gimmicky. When you call somebody your fan, it's like, that's so gimmicky. You know, like, I would never, not with this, you know? Why'd I kick you? Because you're too smart, bro. Link in bio if you want to support. That is true. Link is in my bio if you guys want to support. That doesn't include following me on backup accounts. Y'all on Blake's mean, what does that mean? What are the words that you're saying? Work for SpaceX. Wow, you're down there and I'm up here. What does that say? Huh. The guy or girl who worked for SpaceX doesn't want to debate a flat earther. Strange.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hi, Liam. Do you believe the Earth is a sphere?
I honestly don't know.
I do. I know it's not. It can't be. It defies physics.
So, I have a question. Wouldn't there be just like a drop off, like almost an edge of Earth if it was flat?
Probably not. I'd imagine it'd be contained by something. That's why we have a breathable atmosphere. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I just can't wrap my head around how it would go, like, how it would, you just wouldn't drop off at the edge, or like...
Who'd you share the live to? Why are you whispering? Who did you share the live to, and why are you whispering? Wow.
Oh, sorry, I'm sitting in my bedroom. I'm sitting in my bedroom right now.
Did you share it to your buddy that's gonna come and, like, troll me too?
No,
that's
I'm not
it. We're gonna ask you, we're putting you on the spot, buddy. I need evidence that the Earth curves, moves, or orbits the sun.
What?
You can do it. Evidence that the Earth curves, moves, or orbits the sun. You can do it, right? You believe it, right?
The different seasons and how the Earth rotates.
The different seasons. Wow, different places on Earth. Did you know? Is it summertime in the northern hemisphere when it's summertime in the northern hemisphere or southern?
No.
Oh, then how does that prove that it's a globe?
Because when it rotates, when the Earth rotates as it spins around,
it rotates once a day. It rotates once a day. How does that have anything to do with yearly seasons?
When it moves around.
Yeah. If it rotates... Oh, see, you just have a major misunderstanding of your own model. This is pathetic. If it rotates once a day, how does that have anything to do with seasons, Liam? Oh, that's right. Bring your buddy in here. Maybe he'll do better. Share it to your backup account. Come back with a better argument. Fucking weirdo. Get cooked. He said rotation. That's a daily thing, Liam.
Hi.
Hi. A little emphatic, but okay.
I was talking to someone, Gene?
Gene Zachman?
Yeah.
Gene Zachman?
I guess.
Yeah.
He was talking to me about someone named Dr. Charles Bueller, and I found some information about him, and then he didn't want to talk to me anymore. It was rude. He said I was being rude.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I mean, I don't know why you're crying like a baby on my live about it. Did you bring evidence that the Earth curves with you, by chance?
I've seen lots of evidence, I think.
You saw evidence, or do you like...
The sun sets below...
Sunset?
Looks like a curve of the Earth. When I fly on an airplane, The horizon
Roger,
doesn't rise to eye level.
Roger, what are you doing?
Pilots see the shadow of the Earth at sunrise.
You are rude. Gene was not wrong. You are rude. You are very rude. Why are you such a rude person? Roger, are you okay?
Do you not want?
Are you as delicate as the flowers in your profile picture? Is that why they're there? You're just a delicate little bitch. Be a man, bro.
Some people have said that.
Okay. Some people have called you delicate. Gee, I wonder why. Can't ever imagine a reason why they'd refer to you as a delicate little pussy. Gee. Oh, man. This is going very well. Oh, Roger. Maybe if you learn how to have like productive dialogue, you can come back and we can maybe also don't start off the debate by referencing someone else that you had a disagreement with. Like, I give a fuck. What am I, Gene's keeper? Like, I don't even know who the person he's referencing is. I don't know of any information on that. Although I would imagine Gene did his research. The guy's pretty well versed. He's probably as smart as I am, if not smarter. Gene's up there, bro. Gene's smart. I'll give it to him. You probably shit the bed. That's why you're still asking about sunsets and whatever else you were going to devolve into.
What's going on, man?
Hey, man, you're the guy that the guy shared the live to, right? Probably?
No. I'm out. I just joined the live.
Yeah, right. Through an invite. Anyway, do you have evidence that the Earth curves?
I mean, yeah, not on me, but if you're gonna let me speak, I worked for SpaceX, and during our watch parties, we had cameras on Starship, and we had watch parties to see the ship go up. We'd watch it live, and it's
Wow.
like we spend we had so much people working on like this one project, so it's just hard to believe that like them when we have these watch parties to see the rocket go up, and we have the camera on there for like inside you could see the curvature of the Earth as Starship is going up on the cameras live.
That's really great. So you did all that to say that you saw it on TV. That's awesome.
No, I was there.
Any physical measurements of the Earth?
So now you're claiming that I wasn't there, and then I saw it on TV when I was clearly there at the watch party. You said I watched it on TV. I was there.
A watch party watching it where? How?
There on Starbase. There on site.
Where?
I don't know.
What's
I don't know.
site?
It's in Brownsville, Texas. Starbase.
No, like how did you see at a higher elevation? How were you on the ground and
Because
seeing
we have
at a higher
live cameras.
elevation?
We have live cameras.
Oh,
on
so
Starship.
you saw it on TV? Okay, that's good.
No, it's not on TV.
Not very conclusive. Oh, that's the same thing.
But you can clearly see the curvature of the Earth, like as
On
Starship
TV?
is going up. No, not on TV. It's a live camera. It's like it's a
Through
it's a
a
video
TV
camera.
monitor.
No, we have video
Yeah, through
cameras.
a TV monitor.
I mean, technically, yeah, but it's not. I mean,
Chat, is
it's
he
right.
understanding my point?
It's right there going up in front of us, and it
I need
follows
to
the
engage
exact
with my
same
audience.
path of-
Your double speak is confusing me, and it took me too long to mute you. Is he keeping up, guys? Does he understand that he watched it on TV? I don't think he's understanding that he saw it on TV. He saw it on TV. Yeah, you're not allowed to talk about that anymore. You're banned from talking about TV because you don't know what TV is apparently. So you're gonna have to give me something better.
I mean, that's all I got, bro. I mean, well, do you have any?
Okay.
Do you have any?
Best evidence is that you saw it on TV and you don't even know that happened. Weird. Saw a video on a TV, bro. On a TV. Saw a live stream on a TV, bro. On a TV. Oh my god. Where do you find these people? How do they do it? How do they do it? How are they so like just out of touch with not only reality in sense of like the Earth, right? They have no idea what the Earth actually is. There's no idea, right? But they're out of touch with reality in regards to the conversations that they have in relation to the Earth. Like, you're not even present during this conversation that we're actually having. Where are you? Where did you go? Like, where are you off in La La Land with Bugs Bunny while I'm talking to you? Like, it's so strange to me. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And I missed an opportunity to say Looney Tune World instead of La La Land, but whatever. This guy needs to stop. People are sharing my live out to like one person at a time. That's a massive red flag. I don't like to see that. What proof do you have, Solly? All the evidence ever. The efficacy of technology as we currently understand it is contingent upon us treating the Earth flat and stationary. Literally nothing would work if the Earth was a ball. We would be dead. Your argument is invalid. It sucks. All your arguments are dog shit. Why don't you just take a helicopter up to see the curvature? Because you wouldn't see curvature from a helicopter. Did we land on the moon? No, that's stupid. So I have no proof. All of what I just said doesn't count as proof for some reason. Okay. Whatever, man. I'm dog shit. Yeah. In your eyes, sure. Use your eyes and you'll see it's flat. We're not moving. They don't know how to do that. They've never done that before. They've never had an independent thought. It's too difficult. It's too hard. They're dependent upon people thinking for them, answering things for them, giving them information in the form of dogma. This guy, sharing out the live, I don't want to see. It's so simple. It's the most obvious truth ever. Especially stationary Earth. Like, you could still believe it's a ball, that's one thing. Stationary Earth is the most obvious thing. In fact, I would argue that the only reason people can't get into it is because you have just experienced the Earth as stationary your whole life, so you conflate that feeling with globalism. Does that make sense? It's probably not. I probably could word that better, but I said I have proof. I did say that, and I gave proof after I said it. Every time I say I have evidence that the Earth is flat, I don't disappoint. I don't let people down. I don't bait and switch, you know, be like, oh yeah, I'll give you globe evidence, and then talk about something that doesn't actually mean anything. I don't do that. I talk about flat Earth evidence, bro. Water always finds its level. Airplanes don't adjust for curve. Infrastructure makes no physical corrections for curve. Microwaves travel line of sight. Radar, sonar, bathymetry maps out the ocean floor parallel to a horizontal datum, assuming that the ocean floor is parallel to it, right? You need a horizontal datum as a reference point. That's what a datum is. That's how we map out the ocean's floors, which are flat, by the way. The abyssal plains and the Somme plains and stuff, like those are all flat locations for hundreds of thousands of square miles, potentially, depending on where you are geographically. Impossible if the Earth is curving. Literally impossible. Your argument is invalid. Just saying. I don't even know what flat means. I just used it in a sentence several times. So, but I'm not going to get rid of you because you're not really contributing to the conversation. I make the world stupider. Well, stupider is not a word, so probably not me that's doing that, I would imagine. Probably not me. You're like the guy who was in here the other night that said I lacked intelligence, but then spelled intelligence Intelligense instead of ENCE. That was funny. He spelled intelligence with an S. Anyway. I think I won. It's not really about winning. I don't do this in like this bad faith way where I'm only trying to like support my team and get a win. It's just mainly I want to have peaceful conversations. Just most people are incapable. They start to crash out when you get a little bit too close to just making them figure it out. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Maybe Canadian? Do they spell it that way? I didn't know that was a thing. I don't think so. That's me. Yeah, you stay down there and weird. Oh, it's a joke. Oh, I was gonna say. Can see that I'm not normal. Yeah, normal people fucking suck, actually. Normal people are the bane of my existence. I fucking can't stand people that are normal, so thank you. I very much appreciate that, actually. Intelligence. Normal people are boring? Yeah, fuck them. Sheep, yeah. Normal people are sheep. Satellites were real, their existence would be undeniable. Well, their existence is relatively undeniable. There are satellites up there. They just kind of prove that the Earth's not in motion. It's a little bit more than I want to get into right now, but can't have centrifugal and centripetal forces without absolute space. It's just kind of how that works. Which means Einstein's wrong, which means relativity's wrong. It's the whole thing. Balloons? Yeah, that too. That too. That too. Sataloons. This guy has 11 followers. What's up, Newton? What's up, bro? I heard you vouched for me a little bit. Somebody told me you vouched for me. I love you, man. Thank you. James?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, buddy. Do you believe the Earth is a sphere?
Yeah, I do.
That's lame. Why?
Um, well, as far as I'm concerned, that's just what I've been brought up to believe, and I've never really had a reason to switch to the flat Earth model. Really, there is, as far as I can see, it works as a model, the flat Earth model. The giant question that I'm then sitting with is why this big lie about the Earth being a sphere?
It's the same people that kidnap kids, bro. Why do they lie about that?
Well, because they want to rape kids and they don't want to be found out about that.
I would have actually, maybe you can come back up, but we gotta not use those words specifically. I didn't say anything about that. I was kind of getting at that, hinting at that. But if you know about that, then this should be no surprise to you that they would lie to you about the shape of the Earth if they're willing to lie to you about the mass distribution of minors. Well, watch your words. You're good, bro. Just TikTok will do it for me if I don't kick you. Weird.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's okay. So it's the same.
But I mean, like, that's a reason. But what's the reason for lying about the shape of the Earth? Like, that has no reasoning behind it. Why would they lie about that?
Okay, so there's like quite a few things I could address this with. Firstly, that's kind of like an appeal to ignorance. You're like, I can't think of why they would lie, therefore they must be telling the truth. It's like a false dichotomy kind of thing. It's not even logical to think that way. Secondly, they certainly don't need an incentive to lie to you. They literally steal kids. So they don't really need a reason to lie to you. They just hate you. You're a cattle to them. You're a sheep. You're meat. You know, like they would lie to you for a Klondike bar. You know, they don't need a reason, bro. Thirdly, it probably has something to do with control. Because of all of the aforementioned, they're going to treat you like cattle. They got to keep you in a circle so that they know where you are. Make you pay for a tracking device while you talk to me using it. Makes sense to me. And, you know, $66 million a day, roughly $700 a second is what NASA makes. SpaceX makes somewhere in the ballpark of like 500 to 600 every single second. So, yeah, there's incentive for them to lie to you about where you live. It also disconnects you from reality.
Yeah, anyway. I mean, all of that can still be achieved with a flat Earth model. You can still lie about NASA and whatnot. Like, saying when the Earth is flat that the Earth is a sphere, that's just such a bizarre, giant lie. Like, do you have any theory, any idea? Is there any reasoning?
I did just give you one.
Well, I mean, you're giving me this, well, they lie about everything.
Why would they tell you the truth?
I guess, but...
Can you... Alright, so, like, I feel I answered your question, right? Now I have one. Why would they tell you the truth?
Because there's no reason to lie.
No, that's not a good... No, give me good... That's not good enough for me now, for same thing you're telling me, right? Why would they tell you the truth? Specifically. Why would they do that? Do they love you?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, they don't love you. Right, okay. So why would they tell you the truth? If they kidnap our kids, eat us, and treat us like cattle, why would they tell us the truth?
Well, I think it's generally a good heuristic to assume something is probably true unless you have a reason to believe it's a lie.
Huh. So why do you believe the Earth is a sphere?
Because I see no reason why it would be flat.
Even though that's what your default empirical experience on the Earth every day since birth is that you live on a flat topographically level plane that's stationary? Like, you just experience the Earth as if it's flat and stationary in your daily life? And you can think of no possible explanation for why that might be the case, even though we live on a sphere? It's weird. It's not a good argument. Do you have better arguments?
Earth is too big to see its shape.
Oh,
I don't experience it being flat. It's too big to experience the full shape.
But you experience it being flat and stationary in your daily life, right? Can you at least, like, admit that?
That's how it appears, yes.
Oh, well, then that would be evidence against your claim either, that you don't experience anything that would lead you to believe that they would be lying about the shape of the Earth, right? You said that there's nothing that proves that disproves that we're being lied to about the shape of the Earth. Your everyday experience is evidence that you're being lied to about the shape of the Earth. Weird.
Well, the experience does not counter the round Earth model. It's just that it's so big that you don't see the curvature. That makes perfect sense. The experience doesn't counter that.
So how do we measure the curvature of the Earth? Since it's so big that we're always going to experience it as if it's flat and stationary, and every time we see something that's too far away, we're just going to claim that light bends around the ball and it's just an illusion or a mirage. How do we prove that we're on a ball? If we just are always going to experience the Earth as if it's flat and stationary, how do we prove that it's a ball? How did we even get to this point of figuring out that it was a ball if we've always experienced it as flat and stationary?
Well, I've actually done a little experiment on this, where I looked through a looking glass over the sea to see a boat disappear, because I was told, if the boat disappears bottom up, that means it's going over a curve. And that is indeed what I saw.
Fucking whoa, dude. No. This is where everybody's gonna say that I ran away, or that I got bored, I should have left him up here. Shut the fuck up. Anybody who has anything to say about me not entertaining that for any longer, I'm sorry, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. That was fucking pathetic. I did run, yeah, there's always one that says I ran from that. The literal original argument from Aristotle himself that every flat earther can address with specificity is what I ran away from, right? Couldn't be that I'm tired of that argument, could it? It's Dookie? Yeah, it's Dookie. And the 11 followers thing, not a fan of that. Look, dude, if you're blocked on your main account, it's for a reason. Please stop. I mean, it's fun sometimes. That was kind of fun to fucking bitch smack you, but I got better shit to do, you know? Frankie sent me $10. I love you, man. Thank you. Sounded reading from a script? Kind of, actually. Kind of did. He gave that vibe a little bit. Denying my other 2 guest requests. I'm not a big fan of the way that they look, so. We had one child tonight, right? One person that wasn't old enough, I think. So we're doing good. W. Frankie, absolutely. Queer smack. Yeah, something like that. Somebody's got to do it, bro. All right, I'll bring this dude up, even though it's probably a troll. It's literally a picture of a troll on his W. Solly. Thank you.
Yo, can you hear me?
No, you're cutting out. You're going through a tunnel. I know somebody who's gonna laugh at that. Anyway, we might be done. A tunnel. Troll, yeah, that was I knew it too. I saw that, declined the request the first time, saw him pop up again. I was like, screw it, I'll give it another shot. No, doesn't work. Never works. Are we done, guys? Are all the Globers done? Are you guys done trying to provide evidence that the Earth is in motion? A tunnel troll? Yeah. Alright, this is another person that's been spamming requests, so.
Hello?
Oh, wow. Age?
I'm 21, yeah.
Okay. Do you believe the Earth is a sphere?
I do.
Why? What? That's not good. It's terrible.
So I would say, because it makes most sense for in terms of a lunar eclipse, so it wouldn't be explained on a flat Earth, but it's a phenomenon we see.
It's not even explained on a globe. I can prove to you that it's not explained on a globe. Can you prove that the Earth is a sphere? Without using a lunar eclipse?
Without the lunar eclipse?
Yeah, you'd have to know that the Earth was a sphere prior to that. Otherwise, it's a begging the question fallacy.
Why so?
Because that's what a begging the question fallacy is. It's when the conclusion of your premise is assumed within the foundation of your argument. So you've already begun your argument by presuming that the Earth was a sphere. I know you desperately want to interrupt me, but please bear with me. This is a very aged argument that, quite frankly, it's like milk, dude. I'm tired of it. It's spoiled. It's rotten. And it presumes the entirety of your solar system just about. It's a begging the question fallacy maybe like 30 times over. I once said I was going to write down all the ways that it begs the question and then respectively affirms the consequent. Too much word salad, bro? Or was your dad like, yo, why were you on my phone? Give them 70? If you were to write down every begging the question fallacy in a lunar eclipse, it's quite a lot. I've gotten up to like 10 just on my fingers, like counting them out in front of people. Like I've gotten up over 10, and then you have to affirm the consequent for each one of those respectively. So it is, and I will die on this hill, as far as I'm aware, it is the most logically fallacious globe Earth argument. It completely is, as far as I know. Unless somebody can find one. I mean, all globe arguments are logically fallacious, of course, right? It's all sophistry. However, that one is like a different level, you know, that's like peak sophistry. Fallacies of no flat Earth evidence. All right, this dude's been spamming requests. He's either going to get blocked or it's going to be decent. Who knows?
Yo.
Nah, we're not doing that. You sound like a fucking idiot. Just the fact that you burped, yo, like, nah, we're good. We're good. You have one of those, like, fat video game kid voices. I'm not feeling it. Let you in? Nah, that's probably not gonna happen. You have nude underage anime chicks as your profile picture, bro. Like, I'm chilling. I'm good. Fucking weirdo. Look up to measure the ground. Yeah, that's the consensus here. Thank you for deleting the keywords. Those pile up in the midst of the lives, I've noticed. I think they get added by accident, you know, normally. Time changes. Time doesn't change. Time is actually a constant. Even on your model, time is a constant. That's why when you experience it like dilating, it means something, right? But whatever. Strange. Strange. Where's my proof that the Earth is flat? All of it. You just don't understand scale. Imaginary. Yeah, time doesn't actually exist. It's for you to take the concept of time and use it as a reason to believe anything is just actually fucking stupid. And it's funny, like Natural says, it's a man-made construct. Like, it is. And I learned that when I was like a teenager. I learned that time was just a concept. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess it is, right? It's that simple. But I've approached grown men with those same words. Like, yeah, time's just a man-made thing. It's like an abstract concept. And they'll fucking fight me over it. It's like, what do you mean? Like, fucking prove that it's real. Like, what? How would you even? It's so stupid. Oh my god, Anto. I love you, man. You're awesome. For the galaxy, bro. Haven't demonstrated anything or experiment any experiment I advocate for? I can agree with physics, and I don't need to have experiments to back that up. Does that make sense? Like, I can agree with the natural laws of physics, like fluid statics, and I don't need to have an experiment to agree with natural law. That doesn't. Time being an abstract concept and he won. That's just because you fucking suck at debating, I guess. Because you can't lose that. He'd have to provide evidence that time has physical properties. I love how that was your argument. Like, yeah, I debated somebody and he beat me, therefore he was right. And it's like, maybe you just suck, actually. Like, maybe you're just not good at this. Not a debate, an actual fight. Well, that's not good. Maybe that's what you meant. My bad. Oh, the trolls are here. I hate trolls, dude. It's my least favorite part of this. Like, why do you guys have to be here? You're trying to stop the flow of information, the flow of truth. How dare you? How dare you? Eliminate the leap year? That's not a time problem. That's a motion of the sun problem. Oh, it's so dumb. Thank you, Corwin. You guys are so stupid. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's like having no spam calls. Dude, it would be great. If I did one live without any trolls, firstly, I'd have like 60 or 70 viewers tops, which I wouldn't care. And secondly, it would be just like, it would be therapy, actually. Thank you again, Evening Star. Thank you. You guys are going crazy with gifts tonight. I love you guys, man. You guys are great. 60,000 likes, too. I'm going to try to stay on for a little bit longer. Earth isn't a planet? Probably not. Can't be. Doesn't measure to be. Pal the rage bait. Well, if you're mad, then just go away, dude. I don't know what the deal is with your inability to control your frustration, but Jacob, I'll answer your question on the panel if you're not a bitch. You could see, I didn't see the kitten. No, it didn't pop up on the screen. Like, what was that shit? I was expecting one too. Maybe I needed to be like this and like more like censored, but I feel like I blocked this thing out. So I try to like stay over here. I don't know. Solly's Cash App, and Venmo and PayPal. Oh, I looked into setting up freaking, what's the other one? Zelle? Can't do it. My bank does not, like, isn't associated with Zelle. So we can't do Zelle, unfortunately. Because I know I've had a couple people ask if I have Zelle. Apparently I can't. So that's that. Unfortunately. Get a hat with it on there? With what? This is my tinfoil hat. This is the only one I wear. It's a conversation starter. For real. My bank does not subscribe to Zelle. It says something to do with like, I don't know. I kind of had a feeling, yeah, some banks don't. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling they wouldn't, because my bank is sort of like, it's not, because I've been all across the country. The only place that has my bank is in Pennsylvania. Link in bio to purchase the best poetry. Technically not true, but I do have amazing poetry and I do sell it. So you'd have to DM me though. You'd have to DM me. And it's very like conspiracy oriented. It's very like Orwellian. So a lot of people would actually like it, I think, but whatever. If you have a question about Flat Earth, request up and ask. Don't be scared. Yeah, don't be pussies, guys. Put it in my bio. Well, if I put the link to my poetry in the bio, then people would just get it for free. Right? So it's like I'm kind of torn between that. Bars? Yeah, there's bars. It doesn't rhyme, but bars don't need to rhyme, right? I don't write with rhyme. Like, this might sound like I'm just trying to be edgy, and maybe I am, I can be honest about that, but I've always considered rhyme to be like an unnecessary difficulty when you're writing. Like, you don't need it, right? It actually puts more limitations on your vocabulary than you otherwise would if you were just writing freeform. Right? Like, you have to limit your vocabulary to words that rhyme with the words that you're trying to rhyme with, right? So it's like an unnecessary, it's difficult and it makes it challenging, which is enjoying, and you can get enjoyment out of that. However, like, it's an unnecessary, because there's other ways to make your poetry challenging. Like, I use a lot of alliteration and like imagery and things like that. Like, I don't need rhyme, right? And then I can use like the full extent of my vocabulary. And then because I use a lot of alliteration, I can also increase my vocabulary and like learn more words that, whatever. Even your cat knows it's flat. Yeah. I don't think there's a single animal on Earth that would believe we live on a water ball. Your friend and stepfather are good? It's a cool hobby, man. I have 2 books. The third one's like not really done. Yeah. I don't talk about them very much. You sent another super fan box. Okay, well, we'll have to, I was actually getting ready to end it, so I'm glad you said something. I still don't understand what this thing means, but Evening Star's really dedicated to us figuring it out, so everybody click the box, I guess. W. Solly, I don't recognize you. I don't like, there's been a lot of that lately where people will come in and say, You're not even following anybody. You have 0 following. So how can you say W Solly? You can't see the box? I guess it's like you have to be a fan, but I don't even know what that means. If you were 21, you'd destroy me. That's impossible. Even people in their 70s can't destroy me, bro. Super fans can send stickers and stuff that the host can customize. Probably a state thing. Man, I don't know. It might not be, but that's funny. He's like, yeah, fuck America. Now, me too, bro. I hate America. It's stupid here. Let you up? No, I'm good, man. I'm just kind of chilling with the audience right now. You can see the box. Yeah, I guess some people can see it and some people can't. So it's just, you snooze, you lose, I guess. What's up, Ginger? It's for you, or if you want to add memes. I don't know how to do that. So, sorry. Daniel's begging. So let's see if he's an adult. Probably not, but let's see.
What's up, little bro? Fuck you.
Okay. Was it
Bitch.
worth it?
Pussy.
Was that worth it? Was that
Pussy.
worth it? Yeah. But, like, was it worth it, though? I actually wanted him to tell me. Like, you know, like, you requested, I don't know, 6 times, got denied 5 times, asked me to bring you up here specifically. Like, was all that worth it? Just to call me a bitch? You could have just called me a bitch from the comments. It's the same thing. Like, whatever. When I chat, I click on the heart icon. Box has 20 seconds left. Compelling. Yeah, that was a good Goldberth argument. Probably one of the better ones I've heard tonight. If I'm a bitch, the earth is a ball, for sure. Good thing I'm not a bitch, though. Like, but if I was, the earth would certainly be a ball orbiting the sun. Like, irrefutably. There's really... You guys don't even bother trying to come up with a counter argument. I've tried. It doesn't exist. If I was a bitch, the earth would definitely be a ball that defies physics orbiting the sun in a vacuum. 1,000,000%. It's actually... You just don't even bother. Don't research it. Trust me, bro. Science. Trust the science. Well, thank you, Evening Star. You suggested a co-host? Yeah, no, that's not about to happen. Sorry. I did see that. I've talked to that guy before. If you want to see me have the conversation that I had with him, it's on my channel somewhere. It's one of the more recent ones. I talked to that guy, that dude in the story guy. Honestly, I think it's one of my better debates because I had like no mercy with that guy. I called out his projection and everything, but whatever. I don't have any intention of talking to him again unless he comes here. But I'm never going to his live again. I don't have him blocked or anything. I think he's actually kind of chill, but he's too much of a yes man. Like, he'll just be like, yeah, you're right, but science. And like, he just doesn't actually know anything either. It's really sad. All right, we can do like one more if... Oh, no, that's Gizmo. Gizmo's a flat earther. He must have requested by accident. All right, guys, I guess we're done, man. I guess we're done. This was cool, though, man. This was cool. Sorry for the people that came in a little late. I've been live for maybe like an hour. Let me see. You know, an hour and 20 minutes, roughly. Super fan box requires 18 plus to participate, so that's good. Maybe that has a lot to do with the turnout of guests. I don't know. Mental Health Awareness Month is coming soon. Cool. I think every month should be Mental Health Awareness Month, but whatever. The fact that we, like, take psychological mental issues and, like, designate them to certain times of year, and if you're not within that designated certain time of year, you can't talk about it. Like, that's stupid. It's just division, honestly. But, wanted to chat for 1 second. Okay. I got nothing else to do. I'm in a good mood. Ordinarily, I'd be like, no thanks, but... Babies come from stored.
Soli, what's up, partner? Just wanted to send, love and respect to you, bro. I was on that whole live earlier, and I just wanted to say you handled it like a gentleman, man. And I'm so, You stood 10 toes down, brother, and that's how I am too, my man. I don't know as you've done very well with like hours of studying. You're way ahead of me. I mean, I'm just a common sense guy, because most of it is really common sense, but they make it complicated. But they wouldn't let you. The Globonaut wouldn't let you speak. He was raining on your parade the whole time, and that kid was exposed. And you know what? You did the right thing, brother. And I'm the type of dude like I'm a truth seeker, and I'll die. I'll risk and sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I say I'm all in on something, I'm all the fuck in. You know what I mean? And I mean that shit.
Yeah, he
And
was
this shit's serious.
He made quite a few mistakes. Like when you're advocating to drop a panel or people on that panel for galaxies, like, well, then you're not doing this for the right reasons, bro. Maybe he's a real flat earther. I'm still kind of undecided on that. But the not selling me out, that's weird, but like throwing me off the panel for 5 galaxies, like, that's kind of weird. Like, what are you doing?
100%.
The Globernaut of all people. Yeah,
100%.
didn't like that.
And
he didn't take me like calling him out
live. I would never start a live because I'm not qualified to do that shit. And you know what? And he wasn't either. And that's the bottom line. That's the type of shit that fucks us up.
He was not doing very well until I got there. And
right.
Usually I don't flex that. But like when he started giving me shit back, I was like, well, honestly, dude, like, I kind of came up here and helped you. Like, I'm not really, and all I'm doing is like, I wasn't even trying to attack you. I'm just like, hey man, other people are gonna see that you're like just taking galaxies to remove like well-known flat earthers. They're not gonna take that too kindly. Like, people aren't gonna like that. And he didn't care. Like, he was just like, oh, it's whatever. It's like, well, it's not really.
Right.
Kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Once he said I don't care, that was it for me. Once he said I don't care, that was it for me. That was it for me right there.
Yeah. And then he said something about it being entertainment. Man. Yeah.
Right. It's like, dude, this is no fucking joke, bro. This is serious shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're not even, this is just flat earth. Like, we're not even talking about like the Epstein shit. You know what I mean? Like it get really dark really quick. It's not entertaining. The truth is not entertaining, really. Like, that shows me you're not in this as deep as some people are. No, man.
Right.
It's dark.
Right. The truth is actually can make you want to puke.
Disgusting.
So,
yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
You,
and he doesn't even realize that these guys ain't even globies. They're beyond that. These are anti-flat earthers that are absolute psychopaths, sociopaths, stalkers that have serious mental health issues. And you know what? There's a difference between someone who's a globie that's willing to be open-minded and someone who will just completely on purpose come like a pack of hyenas to destroy your life. And that's the bottom line.
Yeah. And I get, like, he's learning, right? Like, he's learning. But if you have like 4 people like telling you like, hey man, these are bad people, and you're just like hand wave dismiss it, it's like, what are you doing? Like, we're trying to warn you here. We're on the same team, allegedly. Like I said, I don't know. He could be a real flat earther, but he also said he's been a flat earther since like 2016, and he didn't know who ODD-TV was, and like all these. It's like, I don't know about that. Like, I don't think that story doesn't really add up, but whatever.
Yep.
But I'm gonna drop you back down, brother.
Yeah. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Always a pleasure, my dude. And fucking, I salute, bro. I salute, brother.
Like, much love, brother. Peace, man.
Much love, brother. Take care, soul.
I love him. Yeah, there was a debacle earlier. I went on to a guy's live to like help him out. His name's Havoc, Havoc. He actually seemed pretty cool. And like, he just seemed like he needed a little bit of help with like some of the arguments, right? So I'm up there, and then like Globernaut came in and was like, yo, if I give you a galaxy, will you drop Solly? And at first I was like, he's probably not even going to give you a galaxy, right? So fuck it, right? But then he did, and he dropped me, and I was like, well, that's whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine. Like, I just let it go. Do your thing. A galaxy is like $10 for Globernaut and like $2 for you. So like, who really cares? But then it happened again, where Globernaut was like, I'll give you 5 galaxies to get Solly off the panel. And I was like, Why don't you want me on the panel? And like, doesn't it mean anything to you as a new flat earther, right? Or not new, whatever, right? New to TikTok, whatever. Doesn't it speak volumes to you that someone is willing to pay you the equivalent of $60 to them, right? Just to get me off panel? Like, isn't that like, doesn't that say something? You know what I mean? Like, the dude just spent $60 to get me off the panel. And Tron, and like, I think Newton was there too. It just, like, it was weird, bro. Like, he didn't want any flat earthers on the panel. He just wanted to talk to the new guy because he knew that he could, like, do his fucking wizardry shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they try to do, is they try to, like, these anti-flat, bro, they'll try to, like, find the flat earthers that don't know a lot and don't have, like, any, I don't know. I'm not trying to insult people. I promise you I'm not. Because it's not like that. But they find the people that haven't been doing this for as long, or they're not as good as the argument, they're not very good at debating or whatever, right? And they just attack those people because they know that they can at least give the illusion of a victory that way. They never actually prove anything. They don't do anything that matters, but they just get, I feel like it's honestly, they just get off on it, like mentally. They like to bully people. That's really what I think a lot of it is. $100 to block me. Yeah, he did actually. He did say he would give him $100 to block me. I forgot about that. Because I was like, I even said when he gave him 10 galaxies or 5 galaxies, I was like, dude, that's like $10. Like, I will give you $10 to block this guy. Like, if that's what we're doing. But no, that was bad then, right? Weird.
Hello.
Elvis? Hey.
Hello.
Age?
26.
Do you believe the Earth's a sphere?
Yeah. Of course.
Why? Of course.
Well,
why?
There's been a lot of scientific experiments, right? Like there was this one guy, I don't remember when it was, a few years ago, on the South Pole. He put like a light, right, and a cardboard in front of that light, and he put a hole right where that light was, and then he had a light sensor.
How did he adjust for elevation?
No, completely flat. Completely flat.
How do you know that?
GPS.
Well, it can't be completely flat because your GPS isn't going to tell you elevation. Not
GPS tells you elevation.
Hold on, Halvis, relax.
Okay, my bad.
It can't be completely flat because you're using it as globe Earth evidence. So don't double speak. How did he adjust for refraction?
Lasers. He used the laser.
Yeah. How did he adjust for refraction?
Well, he used the laser to measure the exact level, right? So it was level with the horizon.
That's not what I asked you. How did he adjust for refraction?
Okay, let me explain you again, right?
Just answer my question.
I'm not doing this, bro.
How did he? No, you can't. Yeah, you can't. I saw a YouTube video, and if you don't believe it, you're a liar. Like, that's basically your argument, bro. You saw it on TV. You suck. You never looked into any of it. You don't know what the fuck happened. I think he's talking about McToon, which kind of sucks. But, like, whatever. You saw a YouTube video. That shit's great. But we're not... We've evolved, some of us, past that point. Like, we're not willing to just accept some dude in Antarctica that you don't remember the name of. You don't remember when it happened. Age...
Oh, sorry, 22.
Do you believe the Earth's a sphere?
Yes.
This idiot said, hold on. This idiot said light doesn't bend. So you don't believe in refraction. Weird. Alright, do you believe the Earth's a sphere?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, first, do you believe in mountains? Do you believe mountains are a thing?
Alright, have a good day, bro.
Wait, okay, it's a...
No. We're not talking about flat like a piece of paper, you fucking tool. Pink Floyd cover proves light refraction. Yeah, kind of, but not even that. Like pencils in water. You know, like light doesn't bend. It changes angle of incident objectively. Yeah, it definitely does. There's a law for it. It's called Snell's law. You should look it up. Prove yourself wrong. Light does not bend on their globe, it's flat. No, light definitely bends in everywhere. Whatever. What was his question? He asked me if I believe in mountains. Stalkers and their little crash dummies. Dude, joke, it's a photo? What? You were going to talk about tectonic plates? Well, then you should have fucking talked about that. Because you shit the bed royally asking me about mountains. That didn't make any fucking sense. Probably should have just provided evidence that the Earth was
If
a
the
ball.
Earth is flat, then how are there hills?
Shut up, kid. Shut up, kid. Look, now you got kids repeating your dogma. Kids asking me why there's hills and valleys and stuff if the Earth is a ball. Look what you did. Look what you did. You brainwashed a child. Congratulations. Congratulations. Hope you feel good about yourself. Maybe when he's 21, he'll come back and I can unbrainwash him. Maybe. Hopefully the damage hasn't already been done between you guys and the fucking school system. It's looking a little hopeless. It's not hopeless. I promise you it's not. But sometimes it looks a little hopeless. Just a little bit. But it's not. I promise it's not. We can still make progress. We can still win subjectively. But send kids and everything. That's actually, you know what? I haven't gotten a lot tonight. I don't want to jinx it, but I haven't gotten a lot of children tonight, which I'm pretty happy about. Same kid over and over, it could be. It does not bend, it reflects. It refracts. That's what refraction is. Refraction, and you're muted. Get out of my chat. I don't know. You're not allowed to talk anymore. Just literally a Google search would prove you wrong, and you're just incapable of doing that. So whatever. I don't even care if you're a flat earther. You sound stupid. Blame Sesame Street. That's an interesting point. Pretty much, I would say all major children's TV shows, especially today, they want your boys to be girls on the kids' TV shows today, and vice versa. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was more to that, yeah. Can't talk to these idiots? Not really, no. You can, like, kind of mess around a little bit. Careful? I'll try. Why won't people go improve the dome? The dome is a necessary antecedent for the fact that you're breathing, so it doesn't really require proof. You're just too stupid to grasp that. It's okay, though. They start early with the globe. Yeah, they do. Yeah. I got an email from my college today about flying around the moon. Oh, no. That's lame. That's lame. Almost every celebrity... Yeah, it's like many celebrity kids, like children of celebrities, like aren't allowed to have like phones or TVs or anything like that. It's like you wonder why that is, you know. If I don't know if that's what you meant, but I think what you meant is like they're in the wrong body kind of thing. But I know like Bill Gates and like I think Mark Zuckerberg, like they don't let their kids have and like most electronics. Which says a lot. Says a person, yeah, a really great argument guy with a drunk profile picture. Have a good day. What's the point of the refraction argument? As some guy said that light doesn't bend. Gender swap. Do Globers defend India's moon landing? I think some of them do. Mostly it's the... James sent me $15. Appreciate you, man. I think I haven't memorized all the names yet. I think that's Gizmo. I want to say that's Gizmo, but I don't want to be wrong. But if it was, thank you. And even if it was, yeah, that's you. I try to remember, but like it's, you know, not even good with names. You might think I'm like really good with memorizing stuff. Not really. Names, not the best. But Paul, I thought was a flat earther. I'm going to deny that request based on the way that you've been commenting. It seems to me like you're a flat earther, so I'm going to let you down there. Really, Bill Gates, whose children are adults, is managing their screen time? No, it's just when they were children. Way to cherry pick the semantics of my argument, I guess, as opposed to actually addressing it. Messaged me the other day. Did you? On which account? Because it depends. You gotta message me on this one most of the time. That's when I'm most likely to get it quickly. I do have 2 other accounts that I check.
Dog shit rage bait. Fuck you. Your rage bait is ass. Fuck you. I fucked.
Okay, it worked though, didn't it? Like it worked. It got you up here.
Your rage bait is shit. Dumbass nigga.
Well, it worked. So honestly, whatever. Your argument is ass. Honestly, what was I saying? Oh, the messaging me thing. Yeah, message me on this account if you want me to. One with 1,000 followers. Oh no, dude, I almost never check that account. I will though. Now that you've said something, I would just always, if you can find this one. This one's the one that I'm on the most often. This is my main. Evening Star again. Thank you. I'm gonna block this account. 0 followers type thing. Another Globey bites the dust. Yeah, that was weird. Like, hey, I'm just coming up here to tell you that you're making people angry and you're not even good at it. Like, but you're angry while you're telling me. So it's like, how could I not be good at it? Even let's do a thought experiment, right? Let's play devil's advocate. Even if I'm rage baiting, like even if that's the case, even if this is all bullshit and I'm just trying to get people mad, which I don't do because I don't find pleasure in making people angry, but whatever. Even if that was the case, you're gullible for falling for it. Like you're gullible enough to fall for it, and then you're naive enough to convince yourself that I'm at fault somehow. Does that make sense? Like you fell for it, so you're gullible, and then to like out of defense of admitting your own gullibility, because God forbid you do that, you become naive enough to convince yourself that it's my fault, that you got mad. Bro, just control your emotions. It's easier said than done, I'll give it to you, but it's not fucking impossible. You know, especially when you're just scrolling through TikTok. Like, I see shit on TikTok all the time that I fucking can't stand. Some of the aforementioned being that exact stuff. Just scroll. You know what I mean? That's the best thing you can do for yourself. Just let it go. Earth is not flat. Yeah, we know that you would say that. Their rage is misplaced. That's for sure, actually. That is definitely for sure. How stupid do they expect us to be to say that SpaceX crashed into the moon? Yeah, that is, I saw a headline for that. I didn't read it. Again, like, if you see something that you disagree with or that kind of upsets you or whatever, you don't have to read it. You don't have to know everything about it. We need better stickers. Somebody's got to tell me how to do it. If you tell me how to do it, I will put the time in and I will get you guys some stickers, I promise. But I have no idea what I'm doing. So, YouTube it? Should I YouTube it? How to get stickers on TikTok, right? Download emote images. What do you guys want? There's got to be a bed shitter one, right? Like, just like a pile of shit on a bed. That'd be great. I feel like people would like that, right? One in chat, if you would want a bed shitter emoji. Or whatever it is. One in chat. God, that would be funny, right? You guys better vote one. What are you guys doing? Thank you. That's what I'm saying. What? I thought I sounded weird as fuck right there. I thought I was the only one that agreed with myself. Just took a minute. Social media, it would be hilarious. Yeah, if I can see that happening. Like, if somebody really gets cooked, they just bed shitter emojis. That would be so funny. We can make fun of these fools. Yeah, what else is... If you guys have ideas, let me know. I'll figure it out. When I used to stream on Twitch, you could do the same thing for, like, subscribers. And I had, like, Gears of War emojis. So I remember there's a way to do it through, like, Microsoft Paint. You just take whatever image you want and put it in Microsoft Paint, and then you save it as, like, a different size or something. There's a YouTube video that I can find that'll break that down, but I'll have to put some... Yeah, there is... You could do that, yeah, the bed shitter thing. But there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. I'll look into it. Just for you guys. You guys mean a lot to me. I should at least give you guys some stickers, right? Be cool. I never really thought about it. I didn't think anybody cared, but if you guys will use them, then hell yeah, right? Social media is the Inquirer. Just ramped up. Alright. Are those the stickers that I have right now? Like, just super generic, dare I say faggot ones? Like, what the fuck is that? Oh god, that's bad. That's not good. We gotta get rid of those. We gotta get rid of that shit. Okay. Oh, they gotta go. It's not surprising nobody uses those. Those are my stickers? Nah, I don't identify with that. Honestly, I don't. That's why you never see them? Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Alright, cool. I'll look into that. Should be able to just, like, Google it or YouTube it. And their TikToks, yeah, those are some TikTok emojis if I've ever seen them. That ain't my shit. I wouldn't Mine's gonna be badass and cool and like actually has something to do with truth. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe I'll come up with something. I'm pretty creative. I'll come up with something. But I love you guys. I'm gonna jump down. I'm gonna get out of here. It's been a crazy day on TikTok, so love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow, probably. Maybe not. I know I've been like distant a little bit here and there. Angels has recently started going live around this time. Not sure why that is, but if he goes live, then I try not to. And sometimes he even goes live like while I'm live, which I think is kind of weird, but anyway, so if like he goes live before I get a chance to, then you don't see me. Like that's a lot to do with it, and also like sometimes I just don't want to. So anyway, usually late night too. Yeah, I guess it depends. It is like I think now would be like 11 a.m. for him, roughly, give or take. So it makes sense. Angels has been on at weird times. Yeah. Anyway, love you guys. I'll be back. I'll look into the sticker thing, and I'll be back tomorrow. Peace, everybody. Have a good night.